Today we are here in Dartmouth. It's part of Switch Open Street Sundays. Back in 2011 we started sort of talking about the idea, thinking about how we could really sort of change the way we think about streets in our communities in Nova Scotia, and came up with this idea of open streets. And so we started in launching that initiative in 2012 with our first inaugural Switch Open Street event in Halifax. And in 2013 we've got 3 planned, so this is number 2 of 3 and the first in Dartmouth. So we're very excited to be here today.
We're closing down the street and actually opening it up to people, and also bringing out a little bit of local business, a lot of foot traffic to the businesses, and a lot of active living on the street.
A big part of the vision with Switch Open Street Sundays is really that it is an inclusive and accessible event for all. So as much as possible, almost all of the kind of programming and activity during Switch is always sort of free. It's this idea of bringing the streets back to people so they can really be kind of active and be sort of taking ownership in their neighborhood.
It provides kind of a perspective change on where physical activity can take place, and shows that on a street is a really great opportunity, or it's a public space where physical activity can take place. So you don't have to go to a gym, you don't have to go to wherever to be physically active, and enables us to develop habits so we can be physically active in an enjoyable social way where we don't even necessarily notice we're getting physical activity.
There are so many things that an event like Switch does. I mean, on one hand, it's about healthy living. Like, it's amazing to see people on their bikes and walking and so on. And so there's that sort of active transit component to it. But another part of health is just being out in your community and meeting your friends and meeting new friends. It's just amazing to see young and old, and to share the streets is an amazing feeling.
I took the ferry here from Halifax, and there was a few families actually with their bikes and their trailers on the ferry, just because they had the opportunity to go somewhere where they could feel safe and take their children.
You can see where the shops and restaurants are, and actually get to meet your family, friends and strangers in a most wonderful way.
People kind of talking to their neighbors, kind of breaking down certain barriers just by having a different environment for people to come together.
We've had more people say today, is this going to be an every Sunday event? So I'd like to see it happen in communities all over HRM, all over Nova Scotia. Yeah, I'd recommend it.
For sure, I think we're working towards an idea of it being a much more frequent, sort of regular thing, where maybe you go to the market on Saturdays and then you do Switch Open Streets on Sundays kind of thing.
It makes people happy, and so when you're out and active and feeling healthy and eating well, you're a happy person, and I think that's really the essence of it all.